So you're approaching manhood and you got questions about girls, dating, how to figure these things out, how to have that dream marriage. Maybe you didn't have the greatest example growing up as to what a strong marriage looked like. Maybe you didn't have the greatest fatherhood or husband example in your household. Well, today, I'm here to help you along the way. We're going to react to the viral Club Shay episode interview with Damon Wayans, specifically when he talks about his marriage. I want to point a couple things out to you and give you some best practices as you're on your way to manhood. My name is Green-Ellis, your personal mentor. I'm so honored to be with you for another episode of the Legacy Lab. Welcome to the show. All right, my friends, if you're new here, again, welcome back. Grab your pen, grab a piece of paper. We're talking Intro to Manhood Part 3. Specifically today, we're going to talk about girls. We're going to talk about dating and having serious relationships, okay? If you are younger, you can take some notes, but I don't want you to take this too serious right now. This is really for my older guys, okay? Intro to Manhood Part 3. We're going to react to this viral Club Shay clip where he's interviewing Damon Wayans, and he talks about his marriage experience. Let's take a look.
Wee hours in the morning.
Are you tagging along?
Tagging along. Eddie would actually bring me, my wife, and my sons on boat rides. Like he would rent a yacht and go around the marina, and I was the only family of just all these pretty women, and Eddie and his boys.
You were like,
yeah, and Eddie would come over, always make time to come over and sit down with us and go, y'all got something special. This is what I want. And you go, now go get some.
Okay, so clearly he's making a joke here, but this is a real thing. I want to be very real and transparent in this. You notice that Mr. Wayans talks about, you know, him being married and being on his boat and around all these other things. Just because you make the decision to commit to a woman doesn't take away temptation or doesn't take away other options. The power in your relationship comes when you make the decision to stick with this woman no matter what. So that's the first thing that I want to put out. They're making light of it. It's a funny moment. He's a comedian, right? You would expect that. But I want to kind of point out how important this moment really, really is. Don't think just because you head over heels and you're in love and your girl is fine, all those things are important, right? But that doesn't change the fact that you still have to continue to commit to this person for the rest of your life, if marriage is your thing. Let's keep going.
But, you know, that was so wonderful for me and to see that life.
right.
You know what I mean? Because I never had it on that level. You know what I mean? I was married from, since 84 or something like that. So I didn't.
Damn, you ain't get a chance to enjoy the single life of your stand-up.
I did. I broke up my marriage. Don't worry. I broke up my marriage.
So this is the part that I originally saw, and I was like, man, I think we should talk about this. He's obviously a comedian. I don't personally know Shannon Sharpe. I think that he's just being, a good journalist, a good interviewer. I don't really think that he means that literally. And you can tell that Mr. Wayans is making light of this, by his response. Again, he's a masterful comedian, and he's making light of a serious situation, right? And he'll later talk about, the marriage and whatnot. But I really want to kind of lean in again a little bit here. Don't think just because you made a decision that, again, that other things aren't going to pop up. The strong relationship is the one that continues to choose their partner, right, on both ends, no matter what. No matter what. Shannon, Mr. Sharpe said something to the regard of, man, you didn't even get to enjoy it. This is probably like over 10 years ago. By the way, I'm married, okay? I've been married for going on 7 years. I've been with my wife for going on 11 years. And we've been married for almost 7 of those years. And I would say that we have a pretty strong relationship. You can check out our relationship channel. It's called Love Does Cost a Thing, just to see for yourself. When Shannon Sharpe makes the comment of, man, you didn't even get to enjoy it. There is nothing more enjoyable in life, especially, at a relatively, I would say, young in your adulthood, where you are serious about the person that you're with. If you make the right decision, it can be the greatest aspect of your life, and it will literally enhance every other aspect of your life. If you're driven and determined and ambitious, right? Having a wife is only going to make all of those things better. Okay. And so I think that getting married, not too young, but relatively young, isn't inherently a bad thing. About 10 years ago, I was coaching baseball, and before a game, obviously I still look young. Um, and I was coaching high school baseball, and I was talking to an older gentleman who was an umpire at the game. And we got on the conversation of like relationships and marriage. And this was when I was engaged or about to be engaged. And he literally counseled me to touch as many bases as I can. That's literally what he said to me. And I don't advise this for many reasons, but just practically speaking, you are setting yourself up to live a life of a continuous cycle of chasing a high, if that's how you want to live your life. You have to learn to control your desires, okay? Because your desires are going to be there. They're never going to just go away. But you don't want to give your desires or fulfill your desires with everyone that you meet or everyone that you see. You want to slow down on that. It's bad for business. Just practically speaking, the whole idea of you potentially making a child and that child being raised in a potentially broken home is wild. Okay. In addition to the fact that you are ambitious and you have potential to fulfill, you having to take care of a child or take care of a wife or any other additional responsibilities, potentially someone who isn't as committed to you, is a dangerous game and you don't want to play it. I say this on TikTok all the time. Teach your sons, and sons, if you're listening, you got to train your mind not to follow every feeling, because if you follow every feeling, you'll always be led by them. You'll never be led by the vision that's inside of you. And if you're not led by that vision and you follow every feeling, you're going to be on the wrong track. You're never going to be on the path that the GPS is taking you. You'll always be rerouting. You'll always have to take an alternative route. You'll always be going the wrong way. Do not make a practice of following every single feeling. You need to practice self-control. Are you hearing me? You need to learn to practice self-control and get a hold of all of your feelings. That's your anger, and that's also your hormones. Let's keep going.
Man, sick. Oh, I enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah. And I regret it.
Really?
Here we go.
Because, when in show business, you think that this chemistry you got with this person, this actress,
Listen to what he's saying.
Special and pure. And then what you don't realize is she gonna go do that on the next role with somebody else.
Following every feeling. You can't be impulsive in this regard. You can't forget about your future. There's too much at stake. He's going to talk about some of the things that he put at stake. Don't follow every feeling, especially when it comes to these types of things. I'm not trying to paint an evil picture of any woman that you may be dealing with. I'm telling you that while you only have to choose you, because once you get into a serious relationship and you get married, you can never choose you first anymore. Jordan can't choose Jordan first anymore. That's the weight of the responsibility that you have as the man, as the husband. Are you ready to take on that responsibility? Maybe you're not. So don't jump into those waters before you're ready to swim.
And you be like, but I left my wife for you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Tell her the stuff you told my character.
Exactly.
She'll take you back.
Exactly.
You're like, wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I really want you to understand how important it is for you to get a hold of your hormones. You are in control. It is not a badge of honor to have a body count in the double and triple and however many digits. Hopefully not more than, oh my God. I'm joking, but I'm serious. It's not a badge of honor. You want to find one person to commit to and commit to her for the rest of your life. Don't rush into this. Don't be hastily moving into this. Take your time. Because again, once you jump into those waters, you gotta be able to swim. Now, here's the thing. There are going to be moments and times where things may get rocky. Y'all may not see eye to eye, but as long as you are committed to her and she's committed to you, it'll be fine. It will work itself out. You'll go through tough times, but you'll be more resilient and you'll grow closer together. You'll have those beautiful moments and you will build a beautiful life. Don't rush into this. But if you know you're on that path, if you know you're walking down that road, I want to caution you to not move hastily, to do this thing with wisdom. Find another close mentor. You can reach out to me, drop a comment, shoot me an email, okay? And I'll give you my wise counsel on what I think about your situation. There's an entirely new level of responsibility that many young men jump into haphazardly. And I don't want you to jump into it before you are ready. You don't have to jump into this right now. If you are compelled, if you are having a strong desire to make that move, make that move. It could very well be a beautiful thing. But again, at the same time, you have to recognize that you have to continually choose this woman. You have to continually commit to her in the life that you all are building together. It's your responsibility to lead the way. And so I want to challenge you to step up to the challenge when the time comes. My favorite book, the greatest selling book of all time, it says, don't awaken love before it's time. And so there's a time for love. There's a time for marriage. There's a time for dating. There's a time for all these things, but don't do it before it's time. Okay? I hope that you learned something from this video, and I hope that you learned from the life of Mr. Wayans. Y'all, marriage is a beautiful thing. Relationships are a beautiful thing. You can do it when you're young, but just make sure that you're ready to take on the commitment no matter what. No matter who else is looking good, no matter who else is in your circle, no matter who else is throwing themselves at you. As I always say, you, my friend, have the potential for greatness. And right now, you're on that journey. Are you willing to take the next step? Are you willing to go the extra mile? Are you willing to do whatever it takes to get to that destination that you've seen in your heart? Well, if you're ready and if you're committed to the journey, I want you to tune in every single week for a new episode of the Legacy Lab. My name is Green-Ellis, your personal mentor. I'm signing out, but you already know. I'll see you soon. Stay legendary.